Hey beautiful humans, I'm RidersDX. Welcome to my channel. Where today we're gonna clown a little bit more when it comes to Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2, because just as I posted that video yesterday about that leaked box art, I think maybe like a few hours later there was another leak, and it came from Reddit this time. Shout out to Cartoon Fan 18 for always getting me the scoop, always letting me know about these leaks before I even find out about them. It's really cool to be able to get information this way. By the way, if you all ever see something and you think it should be in a video, then feel free to DM me on Twitter, DM me on Discord, you can DM me on Instagram also, just let me know, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out and stuff if you give me some information, because I'm not the most observant guy, so I will miss a bunch of this stuff from time to time. And so it's really helpful to have the community be there to give me a tip, when something comes out and stuff. And I definitely want to cover as much of this stuff as possible. It's become a really fun thing to do on this channel, so we'll definitely just keep on going until we get something more legit. But yes, that's right, there was another Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 leak, and this is of a screenshot. And so this one isn't as major as some of the other leaks that we've gotten, because it's of SpongeBob, so we all know SpongeBob was going to be in this game. That was a big given. But this one has two different pictures to them that are very interesting. And so this first one over here is of SpongeBob in this very iconic pose over here. So this is from that season 1 meme where SpongeBob is just finished running from Patrick, because SpongeBob decided that he's a wild animal and deserves to live amongst the jellyfish. And so this is the exact same pose as SpongeBob, catching his breath once he thinks he loses Patrick. The only difference is he has his pants on here. In the show he doesn't, so maybe that's something they'll fix in the final version. I don't know, might be a little bit too risque for the game, unfortunately. But what's really interesting about this screenshot though is that it doesn't really look like a 3D model per se. It looks a little more like a 2D drawing, which is just confusing me even more, to be honest. I did see this comment in the Nick Brawl Discord server that actually is a really good idea as to what this could be. And so G said that the one where SpongeBob was huffing, it's very similar to the one with Squidward on a wheelchair, and it's probably a win/lose screen. This definitely looks like a losing animation. That definitely makes a lot of sense as a losing animation, especially since apparently the screenshots are captured in a similar manner. That does seem kind of consistent, and so it probably is a win/lose screen, but I mean, who knows at this point? This is all just speculation, right? But obviously at this point you all see that there's a second screenshot, so let's go ahead and talk about that. This second screenshot is of a SpongeBob alternative costume, I'm assuming, and this is the Camp Coral SpongeBob. It's absolutely no surprise that they would try to incorporate Camp Coral SpongeBob into this. I think Camp Coral has been successful enough. I mean, isn't it renewed for another season? I'm pretty sure it is. Whether you like it or not, it is a part of the SpongeBob canon at this point, and it's a major part of SpongeBob's current canon. Makes a lot of sense to see a Camp Coral SpongeBob costume over here. Would not be surprised to see other characters get the same treatment over here. Something that's interesting is that Camp Coral SpongeBob does look a little tiny here, and so it'd be really interesting if the actual costume made the characters a little bit smaller. That would be a really cool thing to have, but it might just be the way the screenshot is taken as well. And again, this is also on that blue little test stage that we keep seeing with these screenshots, and so these might not even be the final thing. I have a feeling that maybe a lot of these leaks that we're getting are actually from some kind of beta for the game, and that the actual final version might look a little bit different from what we've been seeing so far. So maybe the person that's leaking these screenshots in particular maybe was a beta tester or something, and somehow was able to take screenshots of the game and such. When the game actually does get announced, it may look a little bit different from this, because it looks like this is in development stuff. A lot of these screenshots kind of look like they come from the same thing. So I will say it is very funny how a lot of these leaks seem to come around the same time. We got that little box art leak a little bit earlier yesterday, and then we got this one later in that day. Are they being coupled for some reason? Is this all a grand scheme? Some people actually brought up that maybe this is a marketing ploy. It's definitely not that publicized, but I would not be surprised if a lot of PR groups and stuff have seen how much leaks are able to elevate a game's presence in social media. And so having leaks come out seems to bring a lot of attention to all these games. Some of my most popular videos on this channel were covering multiverses leaks. So leaks, whether you like them or not, really do drum up a lot of traffic towards a game, and it actually might be beneficial to get people to be more interested in a game and such, and overall increase like its sales and its widespread appeal. I don't know if Game Mill is like that strategic enough to do that, but you never know, honestly. Like you honestly never know, because these are a lot of leaks to come out at this point, and there's been no statement whatsoever from like the teams developing the game on whether or not this is fake. Thaddeus has actually sort of alluded to the leaks a little bit here and there, but he's not given like an official like nod to the leaks at all. And so they're clearly very aware of this happening. They're just kind of keeping their mouth shut until that ill-fated day comes where they're actually able to tell us a little bit of something. So I don't know at this point. It's very interesting. It's very entertaining, I gotta say, to see these things come up over and over again. But I'm just ready. I'm just ready for something official to come at this point. So who knows? Maybe there'll be more leaks to come out later on. If there's more leaks, then feel free to let me know on Twitter or Discord or in the YouTube comments even. You know, I keep an eye on the comments too. So let me know, and then I'll shout you out if you give me the scoop. Yeah, let me know your thoughts about this. Do you like the idea of Kankoro as an alternate costume for SpongeBob? Let me know why not, and let me know what other costumes you would like to see for the characters in this game. Actually, there's a lot of different ideas for what the costumes could be. I feel like the first game did okay with the costumes. You know, point 1 against them, they weren't there from launch, and point 2, there's only one costume for each character, and point 3, some of the costumes were just terrible. Like Patrick just having a cowboy hat as a costume, I mean, what the hell is that? You know, at least give us like a little cowboy suit to go along with that or something. I don't know. But alright, y'all, if you want to keep up to date with all Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 news, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. Every time we get like a little news tidbit, then I'll be sure to cover it for you all. But thank you so much. This is Riders, riding out.